Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm trying to make a spider out of UV resin and some paper clips. Yeah, I do apologise for the angle of the video. I've recently got a new iPhone. So I had my old iPhone shooting this way and then my new iPhone shooting down. And when it came to actually doing the video, oh my gosh, the new iPhone is just a waste of time. It's took me about 3 hours to edit this video on the iMovie. It was terrible, absolutely shocking, so slow, and now it won't let me even open it. I don't know what's wrong with it. I've reinstalled all the apps and everything. It's going to have to go back to the shop, I think. Anyway, so my idea was that I could use the little mould there. It's like a little jewellery mould to make the body of the spider, and then the legs I was snapping the paper clips in half and making them into a kind of a leg shape in the hopes that once they were done I could put some UV resin over them so that they'd be like more stable. And it would create a spider once it was all glued together. Didn't quite work like that, as usual. I was about to not show this video, and then I thought, well, people learn from mistakes. I know I make plenty of them, and hopefully you'll have some ideas on how I can make better legs for the spiders. And if you do, please do comment in the comments. So for a little bit on the back, I use these jewels. They're like a Christmas tree, a sticker that you stick on your wall. And I wanted just something on the back of the spider. And these were holographic, so I cut a little bit out of them. Now, unfortunately, you couldn't really see the holographic at the end, which is a shame, really. But never mind, we live and learn. So once I got all the legs and everything sorted, I started to make the body. So I initially went in with a little bit of UV resin in the bottom of the mould, and I gave that a good 60 seconds. I'm just popping off here to get the tool. Yeah, I gave it a good 60 seconds under the UV lamp. So once that first layer was cured, I then went in and put the actual holographic bit in. Now, it was sticky on the back, so you can imagine I'm wearing gloves. It was sticking everywhere. It took me quite a while to get it centred where I wanted it. And then you'll see at the side there some deco mesh. I decided, because that was like holographic as well, just to snip some bits off and pop those in as well. Trying to make it a little bit 3D, really. I do think I used the wrong mould for the spider body, because it's got like the dual shape. I should have just used a normal, like probably a round mould would have been better. But anyway, let's carry on. Now, when I was snipping this, it went everywhere but in the mould, as you can imagine. I probably should have snipped it first and then used something to get it out of it, but never mind. So now it was time to make the bottom half of the spider, and basically what I did with that was I just put some UV resin in. Again, snipped off some of this, it went everywhere but in the mould, and then gave that a cure for 60 seconds. So this is a close-up of that first, the top body. As you can see, you can't really see the holograph on that little bit, but it's okay. It looks pretty actually once it was out properly. Looked like a bit of a dog paw. So I'm just adding a final layer of UV resin here to the bottom bit of the spider, just making sure that it's all full up. So here I'm just actually showing the iPhone that's above the actual thing, and I bring it back down here. You can see a little bit of the actual holograph things in there, but not that much really again. So now I'm going on to the legs, and my idea was if I went over the actual paperclip bit with the UV resin and then cured it, that it would make it stable. They turned out a little bit flatter than I expected, so you'll see I try a couple of them. Well, I do them all actually, but I realise that they're not going to work, so I try a freehand one with the UV resin, and that didn't really work, so we went to plan B. Yeah, so it was time for plan B. So I just thought, do you know what? I'll undo the actual paperclip shape and I'll just use the wire and see if that would work. Now it does work. It's not as good as I wanted, but it did work. But what would you do? How would you have done the legs? Please let me know in the comments. And while we're talking about the comments, please do remember to like the video because it does push it out, even though it's a little bit rubbish. And please do, if you're not, subscribe. Thanks to everyone who has subscribed, who stuck by me and waited for more videos to come out. I really do appreciate it. I do have my car back now, which is good news. It is working, touch wood. Hopefully that's at the end of my problems trying to get to and from work, so I'm not out the house for stupid hours of a day on 2 trains, spending £50 a day on travel expenses, which you just can't do it. That's another reason why I've not been doing much crafting lately, because I am running out of resin and things. So the next few videos will be probably a bit like this, where I'm only using little bits of resin and things just until I get paid again, and then I can go out and spend. Well, I can't really because it's coming up to Christmas, but never mind. So once I'd finally got them in place and where I wanted them to stay, I then put them under the UV lamp, but I did it for probably 4 minutes just to make sure that it was secure. So what I'm doing here is I'm just bending the legs, the wire on the legs, just to make it stand up. It didn't stand up that time, but I managed to get it so that it stood up. And yeah, what do you think? So thanks for watching, guys, and please do like and subscribe to the channel. It would mean a great deal. And as usual, thanks for watching. Bye.